What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. Welcome back to Friday morning's episode here, where not much is going on. As you guys know, we've had a lot of crazy stuff happen over the past couple of days here. Major downticks, major corrections to the downside here, breaking outside huge technical indicators, and we're finally starting to hit a sort of wall, a sort of floor, where markets are starting to slowly consolidate. You can see we're at 55 on the Fear and Greed Index. Cryptos are down for the week, about double digits, which is pretty nuts here, but you can see we've pretty much come back down to a low that we've been at previously here. You can see on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, BNB, things are starting to cool off a bit here, where the markets in regards to the past 24 hours are up no more than 1%, and nor are they down no more than 1% here, down 0.91. Nothing is really going on. Nothing is really too crazy, and it allows, the markets and us to get a chance to kind of cool off here, and that's all right. In today's video, we are going to be looking at the new Solana's bull flag formation here. This is not the first one in any means. This is the original, or the one that we tracked, and we were able to capitalize off this major bump to the upside here. And we've now formed another one here as we are intertwined within this moving average on the daily charts here. We have a top resistance, a price floor, 3 points of confirmation on the floor, but only 2 on the top here, which is a little concerning. But the goal is once we break through this breach here, we will be rallying back up and inevitably retesting all-time highs for 2024, which sits around $200. Now, besides Solana, we'll also be looking at XRP, which we do have a floor here. We're actually forming an enormous kind of descending triangle here. It looks better on the weekly, but you can see on the daily charts here where we keep falling, we hold on to this support. There's a solid floor at 47 cents where the price cannot break through it. Every time we fall, it's at this level here, but each time we head up higher, it's lower than the previous each time. And as we come back down, we're getting sandwiched. Well, at some point, this is going to come to an end. It has to, and we will be right over here. And I know that's wide ways out, but before that actually happens, there should be some newer technical indicators forming here. And realistically, what we can expect is after bouncing off supports here, we usually come back up. So I wouldn't be surprised if we have targets set here and here in the very near future, probably in the start of next week. Maybe we'll start our ascent to the upside, which should be quite exciting. We're also going to look at Ethereum's chart here, which is in some descending, broadening wedge. And then we have Bitcoin in a descending fractal here as well. And then we'll wrap up today's video with the S&P 500. Now, before I dive into the technical analysis, I will be posting more trades on FAIRDESK's copy trades when those trades become available. When the coast is clear and we have conservative buying opportunities, we will get in and take advantage of that. You guys can follow my trades that I'll be posting transparent, and it is free to follow for you guys to just check out and see what exactly is going on here. With the link down in the description, find me on FAIRDESK. Just type in Crypto TV on copy trade and you'll be good to go. And with that being said, smash that like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's jump right into today's episode. Super quick though, before I forget, FAIRDESK is giving away up to $100K in free cryptocurrency futures bonus by literally making your first deposit and trading. It's that simple. Link down in the description for more information here. 100, 2,000, 65, 100K, and even more is all in the link down below. So make sure to go get your free cryptocurrency as well as your free future bonus sign up here. You can follow me as well on Crypto TV on FAIRDESK's platform here. So make sure to check that out. Link down in the description ASAP. But moving forward and diving into today's video, you can see it's quite an interesting realm that we're kind of hanging out in. Friday is by no means a money market movement here. We're pretty much just waiting for a signal. Like, we're waiting for the signal that we'll start to see, a pump or a dump. This is what we're patiently waiting for here on XRP. You can see it's very possible we could even be in some sort of like double bottom, which could cause a reversal. And I'm a strong believer we are going to see a reversal, but we need to see how we pan out with this floor. We're retesting the floor, but things do look good. We're near oversold on the relative strength indicator, which is yet again a good sign. The problem is if we close a daily below here, there's a good chance we're going to short, because we haven't really done that ever in like all of last year and this year here. So the goal is for us to reverse off and head to the upside here. And it looks a bit more clear on the weekly charts here. You can see how on the weekly, we really have not broken through that support at all. I can maybe even adjust it a hair higher. I'm not going to, but something along the lines of this is also a possibility. Something like that. You can see kind of this fractal that's forming a bit lower here, but inevitably we are inside some sort of descending triangle, descending fractal here. We do have supports that we've been using quite nicely here, and the goal is that we close this week above here, which it appears like we're going to do, and that should inevitably start the ascent to the upside, because you can see each time we do, we reverse up. It's happened 2 times in the past here. We're now looking for the third, and that third one should send us up to retest 55 cents on the relative strength indicator. Why? Because, or sorry, on the price ceiling, because this is also where the moving average is. So a correction up would inevitably go right around this level here, that gray area, and that's where I would suspect XRP to start moving to come the start of this week. So if things look good, we'll be able to actually enter on a trade position with a long put out for XRP. But the goal is that we close this weekend and we close today above this major support level here, and then we can start putting in some moderate trades where we would expect to see XRP swing to the upside. Now, as for Solana and these other cryptos, things look weird too. I mean, Solana is like the king of bull flag formations here. It's happened consistently on Solana's daily charts here. Here's the first, here's another one. It's not that first, but here's another one, and here we are on the fourth one that I've currently have shown on the screen here. And what we're looking for, again, is another reversal. We're at a low point. I mean, obviously we could head lower, but XRP is at a low point. We're trading at about, what is this? We're not oversold, but we're at 34 on the RSI. Same thing, 39 for Solana here, but we're at a low point again, retesting moving average. And what's normally implied is a reversal up. It's typically the pattern that happens here within Solana. Like if I zoom out, you'll notice here that on Solana's platform, we either aren't retesting the moving average, or when we do, it's an immediate swing back up. And that's what we're looking for yet again on Solana's daily charts here, is another retest and reversal. Now, you could go on in an intraday trade if you want to play it aggressive today. Ideally, the call would be moving up to here. But what I want to do is buy in once confirmed above this resistance, right in that area here, because then I would expect to see some sort of long continuation to the upside, because inevitably by, I would say, July, mid to end of July, we will be very close to retesting 200 on Solana. So getting in now, everything points to an upward trajectory for Solana's price, and the same thing with XRP. Also, when you start to look at Ethereum and Bitcoin, it's kind of similar as well. Now, we are, yet again, in an uptrend here. You can see from the beginning, we've been creating higher lows, and this is no exception. You can see here, again, continuing an uptrend. Now, in the past, we had formed a massive bull flag, which broke us up with a huge amount of volume here. Since then, we've kind of dialed back down. This is consistency. This is a consistent pattern that happens, and it's very possible this price could scale us back down to this level here before we see the next kind of pop to the upside here. So keep your eyes on this. Again, remember, even within this overall bearish downtrend here, prices did reverse up. We do have these upticks. So it's very possible to see another uptick on Ethereum as all the other cryptocurrencies kind of point towards a reversal coming in the near future. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see stuff like Ethereum also follow suit and start its ascent back up to here. So keep your eyes peeled on that as well. Lastly, looking at Bitcoin, and then we'll wrap things up with the S&P. Yet again, also on a correction scale to the downside here. We've been on an uptick. This is way further advanced. We could maybe scale it something like this. This is also a big possibility here. And when you take that into consideration, it almost screams that we're going to be heading higher. Check this out. Now let's look at the way this pattern is. This is actually very interesting if you look at the way Bitcoin's ascent is. 1, 2, 3, 4 points of confirmation here. We're coming back down. And then here we are most likely going to see correction up. I think it's not over. We did have a double top, which caused correction here, but we're kind of holding stagnant right here. There's a chance we could break through it, but I also suspect a retest of all-time highs very soon within Bitcoin here, especially now that we have this new kind of graph. If I pull up the weekly, let's see if this is still just as accurate. And indeed it is. It's almost like we can scale it a bit further down too, which is quite interesting. Let's see if that even makes sense. Not so much. I'm going to leave it how we originally had it here, but you can see kind of the scaling trend upwards here. And if we start to reverse up off that, then we do have a solid uptrend that we can continue to use. 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 points of confirmation. It's a solid one, and one that I'm not going to pass over. But again, everything is now pointing for a reversal. Ethereum, XRP, Solana all point towards reversal. S&P, not so much. S&P actually looks like we need to pull back a bit. This actually looks like we need to come down, and we'll see if that happens or not. But it is necessary. We are in a higher low pattern, which is definitely a good sign. But again, we're going to have to pull back down if we want to head even higher up. Anywho's, with that being said, smash that like button, turn on post notifications, join me on FAIRDESK, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.